The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Throw caught by Musgrave.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
16 more on that one and another first down.
They'll drop to throw. He'll let it fly for Austin. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You look at this defense for the Vikings.
It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Normally you want teams to gel late in the season, but this unit, they've been terrific right from the word go. Came in as the number 1 rated unit against the pass in the NFL after just 1 week.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
And that is incomplete. But pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that tough rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Harris. And his throw is incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off play action. Harris.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
2nd and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And yet again, he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. That swung out wide to Harris. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first-quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in there, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie.
A yard, all they need, but it's 3rd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him. Bring it up 4th down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They're going for it. This is Harris. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now Harris throwing to start the drive. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, as they've got it 2nd and 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Harris. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front, the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Again, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Harris trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted.
And the Steelers will take over possession here up at the 44.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, a 22. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
Quickly out wide to Mechie.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
The goal of the wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
Cade York on now for the field goal.
He made his first attempt at this from 45.
York able to send this one through.
And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, the goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Harris throwing again. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. Back to throw. Harris.
Going back to the same well, it's Hockenson again.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Let's go now. Pat the street. Pat the street.
In motion right comes Jackson.
He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running back.
Touchdown, Vikings! A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Vikings are back within a score. Joey Sly on for the extra point.
And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13-10.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Able to shake him off. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics. He's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside end. Some teams, though, will read different players depending on defenses, but basically it's that outside player.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at 33. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch, dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a first down.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
At the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So 3 plays already, 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Running on first down, Eckler. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Second and goal from the 1. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left.
They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before break. Harris.
There's Addison. Touchdown, Vikings.
A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and on the run for the second half.
And the fair catch signal for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Hard throw, incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. Operating from the gun, Harris.
That's down the field for Jefferson.
That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for Minnesota. 46 yards.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Harris. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Harris. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen side has got it. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
The short throw to Musgrave.
And he'll take this across the 20 foul before going out of bounds. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a give, running left is Harris. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
That is caught. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Back to throw here. And he's got his target, Harris. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Harris running straight ahead. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard.
Slot man moves right.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Buying, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Harris. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Clark. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and
much you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll look to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown.
Luke Musgrave with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Steelers have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that will tie things at 20 all. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Harris.
He gets it to Addison.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. And they're going to speed things up here. To throw is Harris. On 3rd and 2.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Vikings first down. And he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's caught by Jackson. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
It's Jackson again on the reception.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Back to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And this one is incomplete.
That would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Harris going underneath. He's got Hawkinson. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Harris now on 1st and 10. He gets it complete to Jackson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one goes for 24 yards. field could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Here's Harris to throw on 2nd down. Steps away to his left, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. T.J. Watt, his 2nd sack of the night.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Eluding the pressure right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
So roughing the passer there on 2nd and goal. They'll get half the distance and a fresh set of downs to try to punch one in.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Now receiver in motion left.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Back to throw. Harris. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got a key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Harris.
He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 6 yards puts him right on the doorstep, but now it'll be 4th and goal. Got to kick it, right? I mean, even the short yardage, you boot this thing, don't you?
Yeah, but I know how aggressive you are. I know what you want. You want to go for it, don't you? You're feeling it, aren't you?
Yeah, but treat it like a football game, not like Madden.
I like that. Fight the temptation, kick the field goal, because if you go for it and don't get it, you put a lot on your defense in a short amount of time.
And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go.
They'll try and run the option.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Steeler defense will celebrate the goal line stand. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
We'll see if they can grab the lead. Either way, what a job their defense did to force the turnover on downs to set up this opportunity.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
Here's 1st and 10.
They hand this off to Harris. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
They're going to look to throw.
Oh, look at this. It's intercepted.
And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again.
Oh, that is incomplete.
They tried to take a shot there on 2nd down, and that leaves him because of the incompletion. A very tricky 3rd and 10.
And with a time situation, you would expect them to try and get it all in this one play, but there's still enough time that if you can take something shorter, gain some yardage, make it a more manageable 4th down if you need to.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, he'll drop to throw.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down.
Back to throw. Harris.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Vikings have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
This is 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
They'll look to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Vikings have just about sewn up this football game. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, he's got to be careful with this game where it is, Charles, throwing those out patterns, right?
You're exactly right, because this is why we always hear teams say, late in the game, you're trying to close things out. You'll work the middle of the field more than the outside portion, because if you throw one out there that hangs a little bit or you float it, it can be picked off and returned for a touchdown. And boy, what a dramatic turn of events that would be.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Harris.
Down the left sideline.
And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Back to throw. Harris. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Sly on for the extra point.
Flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. They'll set up a throw.
Pass complete to Harris.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you're talking about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted.
And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late. And they have to suffer the L here.
I certainly felt like that takeaway. Once it happened, they knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for the Vikings, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.